Alright guys, welcome to my stream. We're hosting a simul here, our weekly simul. It's Sunday on lichess, International Master William Paschall. I'm outraged because I wanted to make a fun title for the simul, and I would never do anything inappropriate, but when you set up a simul on lichess, it asks you to name the simul, and the qualification of it, it's like even something slightly inappropriate can get you banned or something like that. So I would never make like an inappropriate title for my simul. But I tried to call my simul literally, please donate, I'm broke simul, and it wouldn't let me create the simul. Can anybody believe that? I mean, is this for real? Is this really a free chess site? I can't create the please donate, I'm broke simul? Like, there's something inappropriate about that? Is that for real? Are you serious? I mean, seriously. No, I think if it was a communist chess site, I would be allowed. I mean, I'm not sure if it was like a bug or an error or what exactly an I'm broke, please donate simul isn't okay. No freedom of speech. No freedom of protest. Maybe Donald Trump is in charge of lichess or something. You're not allowed to have free speech or protest. I would think that lichess would support free speech, you know? I could see that like one of those other... But seriously, the I'm broke, please donate simul isn't allowed? Excuse me? So, the problem is, and I'm complaining about it now because it meant like I had to like erase the whole simul, set it all up again, and start over completely again. And that's why we're starting like 10 minutes late now. Because lichess just like froze on me. I was stuck in this loop where I had to like just keep trying to start the simul. It wouldn't start the simul, until I like changed the title, erased it, started over again, and tried to create a new simul. So guys, please support freedom of speech here on the internet. I'm International Master William Paschall. Please support the stream. I support freedom of speech. I support freedom of protest. We hope that lichess is the same, but if I don't use bad words or, you know, I think we really ought to be able to have I'm broke, please donate simul. It was a joke. I think it was fair. I'm up in arms. But anyway, we're gonna put it behind us. We'll call it our normal boring title. I am Sparkle Horse simul. Maybe they need to get some sort of AI to sort out, you know, whether simul names are appropriate or not, because that didn't work. Anyway, all right, guys, welcome to the simul stream. I'm starting just a little bit late. We're gonna take all the players who are subscribers to my Twitch stream. Please support the stream and support freedom of speech. Amiiboy, thank you for a great performance in the tournament today. DK Guy, Asterbate, thank you for great performances. Who else is a subscriber to the stream? Present, thanks. We've got donations from Mr. Slowhand. He also took part today. I mean, not donations, but gift subs. 7 gift subs from Mr. Slow. Bob Sakamano, no problem at all. Help me keep exercising my freedom of speech and support the stream. Mr. Slowhand Grind. Baronzen Knight. Agnes Karadewski. Alright, Mr. Slowhand is here, and he's a subscriber. Nudge Papa, probably a subscriber, though he's quiet. Amiiboy Chess, thanks for being a subscriber. Save a Dog. I wish Nudge Papa could play in our tournaments. Nudge Papa, why don't you play in the streamer battle? Probably has to work. He is a subscriber. You should play. I guess you might be busy. I don't know. But it would be good to have another strong player. Save a Dog. Someone on sound also was in the streamer battle today. Having said that, I think I mentioned it to Nudge Papa before, but he doesn't like 3-0. I understand. I don't like the time control either. Ayeste, welcome. I remember now that you said you didn't like the time control, Nudge Papa. I agree, I also don't like it, but it's unrated, so I just tolerate it. At least, you know, I'm not losing rating points. You have nothing to lose except for your pride. Dinekis was also here today. Stook, we haven't seen you in a while. Stook is back after a little break. I want to see how our honorary captain is doing. Schieberspieler is playing in the Boris John Open, but I didn't see a result yet from the final round. So we're following his result. He's a second seed. He's the strongest player in the field in the small open in Ica, and I wanted to see how he was doing. Because it should be over by now. It started at 3 o'clock. Well, maybe not. Maybe they're still playing. Let's see. But he's been very faithful to the stream so far, so I want to support him. No result yet. He's playing with, by the way, this is the cross table for his tournament. He's playing in board 1, and he needs to win against this old IM, Boguslavski, in the last round. Alright guys, so they're probably finishing that game up as we speak. Ruslan Bear, who else is a subscriber? Let me know if you're a subscriber. Some people got gift subs, and I'm not even sure. We're a little bit late starting, so welcome everybody. First Camel. Who else is a subscriber? Ruslan? No, but he's regular. We're going to take people I recognize who are regulars into the Simul. The Please Donate I'm Broke Simul. Unofficial Please Donate I'm Broke Simul. Salvador Pantoja, thank you for realizing, because he was trying to challenge me to a private game, and now he figured it out. For figuring it out, you're welcome to play. Alright, now we're going to grab some new players. Grab them by the players. Root for our honorary team captain to win his tournament. You're crushing a WGM? Oh no. And what happened? It fell apart? Crushing in the past? 100 bit? Yeah, bit points. Thanks, HTFP. The Fox. It's really humid here. I guess that's affecting my brain or something. I don't know. I didn't play. I wasn't half there today. But I don't like the 3-0 time control. By the way, the Tranquilizers team, did you guys see what happened? This guy, I was like, who is that? Yuri something. Scored 130 points. They were disqualified and banned from lichess. They scored like 27 out of 28 points. Do you know how strong you'd have to be to score like 27 out of 28 and 3-0? Like maybe Magnus could do that, you know. That's a corgi? Oh, I thought it was a fox or something. So that guy was banned. And if you're banned, I mean, shouldn't your team like lose those points? But I don't think Vito Levente was even there for the streamer battle today. But it's pretty bad to let someone in your team who's like 2,700 and you don't vet them. I mean, I like Levente, but you can't just have like random people showing up on your team who are 2,700 without like knowing who they are. You know, I think that, or there's a chance they're a computer. That's not acceptable. So I was like, what? I didn't realize while we were streaming that guy was doing that. He like beat everybody. I don't know how he even like gave up a point or something. Talking about our streamer battle today, where we finished 6 out of 9 teams. One of the other teams, like guys, scored twice the amount that anybody else could score. Something like 27 out of 28. If you want to get banned from lichess, just use a computer every game. I got a message here. Do I offer chess lesson? Mr. Paschall, please accept me. Midnight Gambit. Well, guys, don't send me messages because I don't like to reveal my hate mail here. Midnight Gambit, you got, it's nice that you send me a message, but you're a new account. So I'm not going to accept that. Sorry. But I don't accept people with less than 100 rated games. So my points in the streamer battle may not look like much, but extremely bad. You beat Mysterious and drew a WGM. You had the best team performance. What was it, DK Guy? I'm not surprised. I have a lot of faith in you. But I think there's big difference in when you're fresh and when you're not, DK Guy. There's a big difference in your game. But that's ridiculous to have a guy who's 2,700 on your team who's a blatant computer, you know. Alright guys, we have room for 12 more players. Is anyone else a subscriber? Let me check the chat room. I have chat turned off. Sorry. I had chat turned off. It's nice when people ask Playly if they can play. Andrew Mirabel said they wanted to play. Please promise me. People are out. I can't believe it when I say no London system. It's so boring, guys. Do we have to have every game the London system? Really? Like with both colors? Ayesta is allowed to play the London system if he's here, but he's the only one. Seriously, it gets ridiculous. It's like every game I'm like, white, the London system, black, the London system. With white, it's the London system. Come on now. So I'm not going to accept Midnight Gambit. It's a new account with no games. I've got to stick to my rules. The SRC engine. Anyone with the name Engine is not allowed to play. Under 100 games is frowned upon. I like to see players with actual numbers of games. How about Bosco, Serbia? Natkins is a good guy. He's a friend of mine. I'm sorry that he's playing for that team. He's actually a really good guy. It's not his fault that he's on that team. He's a good player and a good guy. That's a great job, DK guy. He's a solid player. Alright, the house. I'm 0-2 against the house, That's not good. So who are we going to play here? Can we get some lower rated players, maybe uncharged? Someone who's not 2,200? Praying Mantis. Praying Mantis says 444 games. Kidney Brain. I mean, I'm not just trying to take lower rated players, but generally, like, people who are like 2,000 to 2,200 seem to gravitate toward my stream. Do you guys want a Zen Simul? Karimi27. He's got established rating. Alright. Noah Isadora. 1,100. 51 games. 26 games, not enough. I want to see at least 100 games from people's accounts so I can kind of trust they're not going to drop out. That's my problem. Snake Oil Salesman ironically asks, what is the London system? It's a snake oil chest opening. Is this Bob? We gotta let the snake oil salesman in. Sounds perfect for our purposes. Alright, just promise you guys are gonna drop out. I like to see a lot of classical games. That means people who are patient and won't drop out of the simul. Tony07 boom. What about subscribers? Can we get subscribers? Can we get some donations? Donations for the Zen Simul. Man, my Twitch is so slow. It's unbelievable. Is that the way everybody is? I mean, does it take you 5 minutes to load Twitch as if it was a 90s webpage? Is that the way it's supposed to be? Troneroll is a sub, I think. He's probably a gift sub. Should it take 2 minutes for Twitch to load? Damn. Vina1102, no games. Daita 24. So many new accounts. Twitch loads in 3 seconds for you. That's not bad. You probably have a decent machine. First Camel. Someone sound what? Zen is your... My machine is 1 year old and it sucks. Alright. 22 players and growing. Shaki. Alright. If you're Finn, you're in. Think of all kinds of awesome sayings. Troll is not a sub. Oh well. He's a friend of the stream. Someone should give that guy a sub. Yeah, of course I should consider getting a PC. My lag was at 86 when I checked on the streamer battle, which wasn't enough to explain why I lost. Couldn't hardly move the pieces in one game. Should we take the house? Looks like a strong player, but he looks legit. You know. All right, we'll take one strong player. We're not afraid because you beat me twice. All right, SRC and now engines. No one named Engine is allowed to play. So we've got 24 players, one more to go. Late start for the Simul guys. Sync them up. 19, 329. All right, that's a lot of strong players. 25. The sound was some kind of train sound, I think. Snake oil salesman, what is that, Bob? Bob's secret account? Alright guys, we're going to get started. Please donate and support the stream. If you can't donate, buy a subscription. Buy your friend a subscription. Help to reward me for doing this. It's hard work. Alright. Ready to get started. I'm broke. Please support the stream, Simul. Start. 25 playing. Astrobate. I'm going to close my eyes and press Zen mode, and then we're going to... Not going to look. I'm not going to look. I'm going to go on to the next game. I can't. How do I do this? I go out of Zen mode and go into the next game. I'm not looking. I'm just going to go on to the next game. We're going to go to a random game. Alright, I'm not going to look who I'm playing. Went to a random game. I'm playing D4. We're doing the Zen mode simul, so it's fun. I can kind of guess who's who. I definitely looked. I looked at the first game. Alright, Astrobate doesn't count. I know who Astrobate is. He played the English. I don't understand. Astrobate played the English? It's like a weird train sound. But I don't know, I've never heard that before. Alright. We cheated on Astrobate by accident. I better not play too much Knight F3 or DK guy will get angry at me. It's the other London system. Sorry for playing Knight F3 against you. It's just your bad luck. I play everything. I play E4, D4, C4, Knight F3. I mean, if you face Knight F3 the last 5 games, it's really just a coincidence. I can figure out... I mean, Astrobate played the English. He's never played the English before. Did my eyes deceive me? That was really Astrobate playing the English? Right, he did, right? It was someone else, seriously? I would feel better if it was. Maybe they just popped, the game just popped up. I guess that's what happened. Like, I saw Astrobate, he was white. Then I waited too long and another game popped up and replaced the Astrobate game. So it really wasn't Astrobate I saw. It makes sense. He would never play C4. So I can just start fresh then. That's strange that there's a birds opening. Who would play the birds opening? Nobody that we know other than Sarunche, who's not here. Alright. We've got an E4. Asper, you gonna go for a cigarette? Got another English. It's really, really humid here. I wasn't feeling that great today. Unpleasant atmosphere. The air feels really heavy. I'm a little bored of this d6 against... Who did this? You're banned. Get out the ban hammer. Banned from the Simul, DK guy. How dare you play bishop f4? We should shame them. Shame them. Boring. Be original. Play the London system like every other player in the entire planet. Turkey Farm, welcome. Shame. Shame on you. Being like a sheep. London shaming. Guys, please support the stream. Much thanks to those of you who have. Sometimes the trains make those whistling sort of sounds, but I hadn't heard that in a long time. That's pretty weird. I wonder if it's something else, like some human noise. London shaming New Hampshire. My Donald Trump check is on my desk. Hungarian banks won't attach. They won't accept that trash. I have to go to like Vienna to deposit my check. Somebody played wow. The other thing is the dollar crashed by 10%. That's just great. Thank you, Donald. Thank you, Donald, for losing 10% of everyone's net worth in the United States with your mismanagement of the coronavirus pandemic. The Hungarian forint has dropped from 330 to 295 in the last 2 weeks against the US dollar. It's unbelievable. Just falling like a rock. I was worried that I had too much money in forints. I was like, oh, glad I do have some money. I have some money in forints. I mean, the US dollar has dropped. It's causing, I don't know how I said that, but it's not the forint, it's the dollar. That's what I'm talking about. Turkey Farm. The dollar's just crashing at the moment. It's still within like probably normal range, but if it goes any further, I think it would be really serious. We're gonna pray that the US dollar doesn't crash any further, because now it's getting to the lowest exchange rate I've seen in like 2 years. That's pretty serious. Alright. Anyway, enough currency talk. I should have bought more Bitcoins. Bitcoin might be more stable than the dollar now. Alright guys, this is fun. So we're basically playing with the names hidden. This is Zen mode. So it's fun, I can guess who's who a little bit later on. Obviously I can't do that with people I don't know, so it's kind of limited to the players who I know, which is about half the field here. I think your Danish crowns are okay, DK guy. You wanna hold on to those. Pretty solid currency, I would imagine. So So, this is interesting stuff. Good old London, I love it so much. Another E3 English. I feel like I'm playing the C3 Sicilian in all my games. With black. We could be Astrobate with black. Guys, welcome to my stream. Thanks to HGFP with the donation earlier. We had gift subs this week from Mr. Slowhand. From Bob, who's not here. Unless he's secretly snake oil salesman. I don't know. Somebody's playing the Grand Prix attack. It's unbelievably humid in my office right now. I just can't even think clearly. Ponda's sweating. Turkey Farm, good to have you back. Where have you been? Just the time? I guess Turkey Farm, you know, doesn't stay up till 5 o'clock in the morning. Like most of us losers. You're playing poker. My only poker these days is live. Pizza for Donkey says I have 637 US. You mean USCF. Gotta start somewhere. I was 1275. But honestly, I've been playing for a couple years before I went to my first tournament. You're probably a kid. I mean, a lot of people start playing when they have very little knowledge. You're 9 years old. Yeah, I wasn't starting till I was 11 or 12. I probably started playing with my friends when I was around 10. 10, 11. I played in my first tournament when I was like 12. But that's, you're pretty good. Thai gold went up. Is Thai gold worth more than other kinds of gold? Is that like a code name for something else, DK? I thought gold was gold. I didn't know there were like different kinds of gold. I'm very, very naive like that. It's Thai gold. It sounds like you're dealing in opium or something. It's like a code word for something else. So I don't know who this is. Bishop e4 check. I don't trust f5 anymore. Interesting. Perhaps e4. Well, Donald Trump can be happy because he wanted the American dollar to be weaker for a long time. So now he's managed to finally achieve that for his own personal reasons. But it's very damaging to someone like me who does business and lives in a foreign currency. Alright. Am I supposed to play bishop g4 here? I'm not really sure. I don't play the Gurgenidze Caro-Kann that much, but maybe that bishop's worth more than that. I don't know. It's a good question. Yeah, Mr. Coffee. Celebrate for DK guy. I haven't checked my tiny fraction of Bitcoin lately. I suppose if the US dollar is dropping, possible the Bitcoin is up. That won't compensate for my 10% net loss of everything I own. That's a pretty serious currency drop. It has a different glow to it. There are like different kinds of gold. I thought gold was like an element. I'm gonna play the London system. I'm gonna play the old Indian. All right, and C4. That seems like a heads-up move by white. I don't know what I'm doing here. Probably all I can do is just transpose to one of these standard positions with like G6. Scandinavian with knight C6. Goodbye, bishop. Hello, bishop. Bye, bishop. I don't know who anybody is. Alls I know is... Well, it looks like you'll get 4 wins. Oh my god. That's why we need more gift subs, guys. Only half the players in the Simul are like regulars. More gift subs means more people who we know. Well, not right away, but gift subs to people who you know in the stream. Not necessarily random guys. No, C5 is no good. We'll just play the King's Indian. What is this? Yeah, this is like a reverse Schliemann. And I don't know what I'm doing. But how bad can it be? We're going to get free games. Free. 3 free. I mean, the U.S. government is going to do another $1 trillion bailout stimulus thing to put us more in debt. I wouldn't mind sending back my stimulus check if they promise to raise the value of the dollar back 10%. I'd be happy to give it back. The $1 trillion stimuluses are going to like crash the value of the dollar completely. Great. I'm more than happy to give my money back. I just want my 10% dollar value crash back. Alright, the old Indian. Great. Now, this could be, I would say James, but he's not here. Who else plays the James system? Does anybody know about the next stimulus bill? Someone on sound? Are they gonna like send out more checks to people, or is this not quite as personal? Yeah, I don't know how much I like this variation at the end of the day. What happens on Queen E7? I don't know, what's the point? Queen E7 and then like C5? Yeah, I don't think I like Queen E7. I don't want any more checks if it's going to cost me like 10% of my net worth. So what do you call this system? d4 is interesting. Bishop g5 isn't a big deal. Maybe just a simple bishop e2. This is the Raprinsev variation. I'm playing like Magnus. In that English, he likes that. Now this, excuse me, this is probably a kind of unusual move here. Typically, when you play the setup, the hybrid between c4 and bishop f4, if the pawn is on c4, you're not going to put the queen on d2. You're going to put it on like c2 maybe later on, or wait. So that's kind of unusual formation for white here. I would say an unusual choice. I'm not worried about him like casting queenside that much. We're almost ready. Well, they make like in Venezuela, DK guy, they make like artwork out of the bolivars, you know. They like weave it into baskets and stuff. In all seriousness. Arnold, what's up? Maybe we can get Corona too. Alright. Hopefully not. Hungary's been pretty lucky. So this is the second time I've seen this. Today I had another game like that where the other player just didn't even attempt to expand with e4. There was this guy from Montenegro, Tomic, one of my first opponents. Master Time or whatever. I never expected like someone to just go e3. Not even attempting to exploit black's formation. That's not fair. You're not playing by the rules here. You're supposed to go e4. You should see the artwork that those Venezuelans do with their basket weaving out of money. Incredible. So what am I going to do? Like b6, bishop b7? I guess c5, that's what I did against Tomic. Finally, something interesting. Like a really legit Archangels with black. Cool. This I haven't played forever. I could take with the pawn there, I guess. This is the James. James isn't in the simul though, unless he's got a new. Unless he's maybe James is secretly snake oil salesman. Bang! Do we go for this? What if it turns out that Astrobate is the Gurgenidze Khan? Could be Astrobate here too. Oh no. Oh no. Poor Roland. He drew with Bogoslavsky. Ugh, it's a disaster. That's a tragedy. Bogoslavsky like plays for a draw for move 1. And he's really old. And Roland is a just much better player. That's so sick. We have we also had a 4 pawns attack King's Indian today, ironically. That's terrible for Schieberspieler. So now he can probably... What about the other game? The other guy will probably finish ahead of him. Oh, I'm so sorry. He had to beat... I mean, he's white. He's devastating with white. And Boguslavsky plays garbage openings. And he's terrible with black. That's a disaster. He's a huge favorite to win that game. I would have bet on it. Poor Schieberspieler. Now he'll, like, probably finish second. You mean, like, the board 2 didn't win? Because board 2 had a much lower rated player. The other guy who could tie for first. How am I playing this with black? I hate this. Very old Alekhine game with that. With black. You mean like tie breaks? Someone on sound. Tie breaks. That's terrible for him. He had such a good chance. He still gains a few rating points. Maybe 10. But it's not a good result to draw with Boguslavsky with white. He drew another old IM too. Durieno, but Durieno is a much better player than Boguslavsky. But they're both weaker than Schieberspieler. He needs more self-confidence, maybe. Also, he needs to be a little more aggressive. He's kind of a bit too solid. 4 pawns attack. I should criticize people for being too solid. But I wasn't always like this. I mean, I play like I do partly because I played a lot of really high rated and strong players. You know, it sort of makes you more conservative. Ilincic. Ilincic Zlatko system. A5. Artificial. But it looks interesting. Thanks, someone on sound. This is like a computer chess variation for white. Now, Alekhine had a game in his collected games, one of his first, when he was very young. I think this exact position where he was black. And I can't remember if he played h6 or what in this position. But I think it's a pretty well-known line. I guess it's knight a5. There's a crashing sound now. What was that? An outside crashing sound. That's like 12-year-old Alekhine or something. I'll be right back, guys. All right. Guys, my last stream for the week, so please support the stream if you can. Donate. You can make a donate on Streamlabs. Make a donation on Streamlabs. Make a donate. Is this Astrobate? Is he just going nuts? So Schliemann reversed. Subscribe. I have Queen D4. OMG. Are you serious? It's like game over? Wow. That's crazy. White lost the tempo. And this is the worst move he can play because he obstructs his obstructs his queen. White really aggressive here. C5? Gotta go for it. Well, no, I don't. Technically, I don't have to go for it. Might be a mistake. Although it may not be that bad. C5, D5, takes, CD. We're going to have to be very aware of what we're doing here before we get run out of space. Wei must be a very strong player. This is actually proper. Yeah, this must be one of the higher rated players that I don't know, or maybe someone that I do know. But thanks to everybody for playing today. Aldisto, Alms. Those guys are not here for the simul. What if C5, D5? Oh, I kind of like that for white. Castles. No, it could have been a thunder. It just occurred to me. What I thought was a crashing sound. I lost the game to a Chinese guy like 10 years ago or more in Bishop G4. Trying to play that with black seems wrong. Black fell for a trap there. So we're going to transpose to a Fianchetto King's Indian. I bet it was just a thunder and it sounded like something else. Interesting Benko there. There's a thunderstorms in the area, so the crashing sound you heard or didn't hear, this also could be acerbate. The crashing sound you heard or didn't hear. Yeah, acerbate has played this before actually. I think every game is acerbate. This one as well. Yeah, I think we got thunderstorms brewing. That's what that was. Makes sense. Extremely hot here. Alright, James. We haven't played James in a while. He's got a new account, it looks like. Snake oil salesman. D4. Well, it's kind of weird, Asprey, that you keep ending up like getting the Caro Kann every time, just by complete sheer luck. That's like DK guys complaining he's always black against Knight F3. Kind of random chance, I would say. But I know you better than most players here. Similar to the game from today against the Montenegrin FIDE Master, but not similar, but not the same. We must develop. But I mean, I won't believe it. Seriously, I do not believe it if this is no Naj Papa. It's impossible that he's white every single time. And every single time, it's a BOGO. It's not even possible, dude. It can't be you again. But that solid BOGO is another dead giveaway. I tried to play something different. It's like a computer system for white with a Reprinsev variation. Very unusual system here for black. This this IM I knew from the Urals. He lived in Washington, D.C. He moved back to Russia. He was the only person I've ever seen who plays this for black. Well, I'm crushing them. I'm crushing them. But they're not donating, those guys said. They're definitely not donating to the stream. Especially those guys who played 5 moves and left. Alright, so d5 right away. It is a thunderstorm. I guess I'm going to have to close the windows. You really like the a6 Pyrrhic line versus the classical. Yeah, I agree. It's even possible to play b6, but it's not as active. I'm not used to being in Hungary, in Budapest for the summer, so I am not used to it raining this much as it does here. White's normally supposed to close the center. This is a mistake. He did close the center. But normally FE, DE, then D5. It's not clear if I can take advantage of this somehow. Takes an F4. It actually doesn't seem that bad for white. Where's Uber Driver? Still considering an umbrella in the endgame. Move 11 with the weird questions. I need an umbrella now, man. Because it's about to rain on my house. Guys, please support the stream. Donate. We didn't have any subs today. I don't think we had any new subs at all today. It's kind of slow. Is this a mistake? So E4. This looks familiar. I don't have another idea. This might actually be wrong, though. What do I do on E4? It looks right. It feels right. But I'm not sure. We're just going on instinct with E4. Pop G would play E4. It looks right. Texas. Alright, Mr. Coffee. What do we got here? Very early B6. Like, the Tartakova with no H6 or castles. That's weird. I don't know, Mr. Coffee. Well, would you do that? That could be someone on sound trying to trick me into thinking he's someone else. But I would think Mr. Coffee wouldn't play such an a-theoretical line. Running out of moves around here. Alright, so the Pyrrhits Classical to the Pirates. I had this position against somebody last couple years ago. Castle's queenside from from this maniac, official maniac now. Wow, just fully maniac. C5, knight b5. Man, I like this c5. Just going for it. Asterbate sacrificing multiple pawns. Multi-pawn. Serious thunderstorms. Hit him in the center. So bishop g5 is like standard move. I'm not a huge fan. I guess bishop e3, knight g4. a4 is a normal plan. Wish I knew this line better. I just never run into it on lichess. I would expect it more from strong players. The Archangels was very popular like 10 to 15 years ago. Nakamura used to play it a lot. Belyavsky played it a lot. Belyavsky most famously. It's not trending right now. But still you see it for a lot of top players. Anand, probably. It's a good active way to play the black side of Roy Lopez. Doesn't seem like knight g4 is the correct move. Alrighty. So now what? If c4, knight takes d4. That's weird. So I have to take... I remember I had a game like this. Not very exciting for white after bishop h5. c4... Knight takes d4, queen a4, check. That's weird. Knight d7. It's really bizarre. And I'm just left hanging out to dry. Nothing there. c4, 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 knight takes d4. It just seems so lame to play knight takes c6. That's what you would do if you were black. The Asterbate variation. Now I take. Prepare for tactics. Nodge Papa. Wonder if I can play d5 now. Now that my bishop is protected. Perhaps we can get away with it. Before it wasn't protected, that's why b6 makes a big difference. Hard to find a plan here for black. What? Simuls, 19 July. Oh, you had c4, knight f3, c4, knight f3. It's like every single game I have with Notch Papa is a Bogo Indian. But that's much higher percentage because he always plays d4 with white. I don't mix it up as much with black. Alright, where's someone on sound? I need an expert on the c3 Sicilian reversed. What am I supposed to do here, dude? It is kind of strangely quiet here without Bob. I just feel like I'm down the tempo and it's key over normal lines here. Maybe it's not that big a deal. Am I supposed to play like bishop d6? Take there. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about, I think. The Alyekin. Finally, a quick mate. So you gotta activate as fast as possible here. Sorry, guys. Wow, d5. What else? What else would you recommend? Like, very, very aggressive player. Queenside castling is just maniacal. Don't know if that's one of our regulars. I don't know if this is right or not. The rain is here. It hath arrived. So in my game today against the guy from Montenegro, I played something like bishop a6. We got to a quite similar sort of position. I think I put my knight on c6 in that game. Now I don't know. What's wrong with knight c6? I mean, it's more active. It's more active than the other option, but I'm going to drop a pawn on h7. There you go. There you go. Now you know. Do I care about dropping pawn on h7? Yes. Keep the bishop's diagonal open as well. c6. But I don't know about this. I think we're good. I'm not Alyekin, but I'm doing my best. Now it's raining here. Alright. Very solid. Solid, unsound. Solidly unsound. Alright guys, I'm not going to wait too long to reveal the names so I don't get in really devastating time pressure. This looks like a position I've had a lot already. Botvinnik. So white's in trouble. Take twice, call me in the morning. Wow. An unexpected response. I thought he was going to take the other way, but he likes opening his bishop. Interesting. I've got to get in like b5. Urgent. Urgent. Needing b5. What do I have, like massive lag? Hoppa. It didn't go on to the next game. My opponent left the game. Well, that's nice, but can I go on to the next game? Because this is a simul. And my opponent leaving the game doesn't really matter for my other games. What is going on? Why is it not switching? Damn. I'm going to hide the names and try to go on to another game because it's just frozen me up. We're not looking. Not looking. But we're frozen there. Frozening. So A6, wow. How am I supposed to think about this? Bishop F4 take. Bishop C4 take. Maybe I should take on A6 once. And then just take. If he takes on B5, I take on B5. Yeah, just develop. Now white blundered here. This is like the standard computer system. I am computer. I am a phone playing white. This should be called like the Siemens variation or something. So I'm not going to do bishop a6. Maybe bishop b7. What do you guys prefer? Bishop a6 or bishop b7? I mean, bishop a6 doesn't really contain any threats. But I'm going to do it anyway. I don't know why. Just because you like bishop b7. Did I blunder yet? And we need a place to put our knight. Place for mom. This is not mom. Mom is on d8. Maybe we should play it like a Bogo. Bogoslavsky. Poor Schieberspieler. Oh man, that hurts. It hurts drawing with Bogoslavsky. He basically plays for a draw for move 1. That's painful. To draw with guys like that. A3. Subtle. Subtle Stiltskin. So I don't know, I don't remember how Dr. Alyekin got out of this pin when he was 11 years old, or 12 or whatever. The young Alyekin. I wish I remember that game better. 1937, 32, 27. I don't know when it was. 27. Does that sound right? One of his first published games. Something very similar to this. But still, can we break out? I was pretty young, yeah, back in 1927. Maybe my dad. So, how do we get out of this? I mean, bishop f6 may not be that bad. For example, if queen b6, bishop f6, g f6, it's not so bad for black. You could try that. I feel a little congested, though. Alright, let's try it. It's crazy enough. It might work. Standard line, which I don't play. It was a long time ago since I played the Kasparov variation. Is this guy a London system player or something? No. Strange. He's playing like he's a London system player. Queen set castle and throw the pawns. Man, we gotta go. We gotta go. When you gotta go, you gotta go. What? All right. Trade of pieces. That's Acerbate. Is it you? Or is it Memorex? I gotta develop my pieces. Is this James? James's secret new account, snake oil salesman. Very subtle, James. Bob, I mean, Jimmy Bob. Jimmy Bob. And he takes D2, R2, D2. Soul Healer 95, welcome. We need healing for the soul. Is Bishop G4 really a good move here? I have my doubts. It's not. R2D2. Oh man, white is just toastified. White got toastified in that 4 pawns attack, and Bishop E5 check. Uh-oh, didn't expect that. Consult the guru. Guru says King E7. Dude, that's not a nice move. Bishop E5 check. Who's the resident C3 Sicilian expert here? King F8? Nah. Maybe King E7? My god. So this is HTFP? Has to be. He's the only one who could know the English well enough to do this. Knight F5 is just too strong to interpose on D7. Caught me with my pants down. I don't really know how to play the C3 Sicilian. So we'll take our chances with the walk. Walk on the wild side. Back. Down. The Siemens variation, or now King H1. No, I don't think a computer would play that move. That's not very phone-like. But I like how white just doesn't make pawn moves. Typical for this line. Now D5, which should be wrong for white. I wouldn't make that move. Personally. Table here. Why no Bishop D2? I don't know which position you're talking about. Why no Bishop D2? I know I'm screwing up something. There was a game I played today where I almost got mated. On the dark squares, with the queen and bishop ended up drawing a winning position. It looks very much like that. Darn. So who could this be? Pretty soon we're going to do the reveal. Cool Chessy. So I don't know. There's not much here. How do I keep getting into positions like this where I have so little? Bishop f6, queen f6, bishop h7, check. Dr. Dynamico. But obviously h6 is a safe move. I guess we'll err on the side of caution there. James, how's your new account? Coming along? Using no time? Now, knight a6, knight c5. I'm not sure we really want to do that. Our knight could get caught out there with no return ticket. Although, I'm not sure. Knight a6. No, we can probably do it. I feel like I screwed this up, but it also looks risky for black. This is the bishop d2 you're talking about? Like here, bishop d2? I'm not sure. It's pretty far out. There's some interesting stuff going on here. Queen e2 check, no. Bishop takes, queen a5 check, whoops. So there's like d6. What happens after d6? Looks like we can safely equalize. We have a tactic, knight takes e4, bishop e7, knight f2 check, king g1. Whoa. Knight e4, bishop g5, bishop knight g5, queen d6. White is fine. Probably. Sadly, there's nothing there. It's like a draw at best. Not a bad result against the phone, actually. Now white's going berserk. h5. Wow. And we've got a psycho attack. I gotta get some play here. This is objectively winning for black, but dangerous. Yes, dangerous. Okay, Astrid, what's up? Bishop d2. Is that the bishop d2 that was being referred to? Can I play c6? Need to see your identification. Must play c6. Can I play knight f5 at some point? Okay, so what happened here? He didn't take on f6, he just played queen d2. Wow. Like knight g4 looks kind of artificial. White's threatening knight a4. Queen a6 is interesting. Harassing the pawn. But I don't know. Bishop h6 followed by queen h6 now. This is getting scary, officially. I'm going to need to get out of the pin here. Why can't I take on b2? Queen b2 castles and my queen is trapped. Well, he can't castle kingside. Queen b2, king e2 or something like that. Looks dangerous. Queen b2, rook a2. I'm going to take it. Okay, this looks dubious for black. Straight up dubious. Good luck, phone. Phone man. Maybe f5 is not such a stupid idea here. Wow. That's just crazy. Of course. Dangerous for black. b3. If it's b3, it's for me. Yes, this is dangerous for white. Pawns are no object. So, welcome guys to my stream, International Master William Paschall. Please donate, support the stream, subscribe. R2D2. Let's do like 2 or 3 more moves, then we'll reveal who's who. Acerbate. I don't like you with the queens on the board. b4. Very strange move by black here. That doesn't seem really principled to me. The knight is nearly lost, actually. Very strange. Very, very strange move. Even bishop a4 check is interesting. That is definitely not right. But I'm just not certain how to refute it. If I take, you take on d4? Why can't I just take it? Always take. My friend Zlatko. His immortal words. Always take. It's as simple as that. Now what? I'm not going to play this in a fancy way. I'm going to try to keep this simple. Keep it simple. Guys, welcome to my stream, International Master William Paschall. We're doing a simul against 25 players. Fortunately, few of them left the simul too early. But nevertheless, we're still in business. Feels like we should have enough resources here. Some good chances. h6 is interesting. We need to be inspired by this for this game. Keep it inspirational. That would be a blip. Look at this. What if white was someone on sound? Playing like him, but with colors reversed. Okay. Please stop harassing me. 24 minutes left. This position looks awful for black. But then bishop g4. Not a solution. 17 still in play. Thank you for the update, Mr. Sound. Don't really know how to go about this. Which of you would play the Grunfeld? With white, with like bishop g4. Reverse it. Not sure who this could be. I also don't know what to do. Need initiative now. The James. Master James. Definitely him. Snake oil salesman is James slash It's the same system he always plays. I knew Snake Oil Salesman was somebody from the stream that had a previous account. Has to be. So Rook B1 is like some move I don't know. That's bad. That's bad because I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Take Queen C5 or something? Should I take and play Queen C5 like a greedy guy? Queen B4. Queen D5. Queen F6. Alright, yes. Alyekin Jr. is out to get me. No, I'm Alyekin Jr. here. Well, we gotta go back. There's no choice. What just happened, King C2? White is in trouble. Central push. Center. You like my pawnee. I am not happy. So we got the learning from someone on sound. Doctor, someone on sound. Taught me everything I know about playing the C3 Sicilian. Basically. This is a little bit tedious. tedious and annoying. But seriously, Unsound, thank you for your knowledge. I'm absorbing his ideas like a sponge. But learn from your opponents and use what they use to beat you against your future opponents. That's what I'm doing, or attempting to do here. Yeah, this looks really familiar, actually. You're not welcome to enter into my position under any circumstances. So things get interesting now. That is the rain. It's here and it's angry. Queen a4 check, knight b5. Queen a4 check's not enough. Black is equal. I don't know who this is, but they're pretty crafty. But I have some ideas of my own. I learned from playing the yeah, it's a serious you got a serious, not hail, but heavy rain. We get hail sometimes. Well, that's actually the window you hear. That's the glass. So what do we do? It actually looks like a game I had with Black against Robert Torma. Very similar. Almost the same position. First game I lost when I came back from America in like February, no, November. Queen d4. Totally unexpected. So if he takes with the knight, I have some sort of Andy Soltis move. Like grabbing that pawn with queen b4. Soltis for Manic Soltis or something. So he takes with the queen. I've got queen d4, knight d4, knight e4. Knight e4, bishop d4, knight d6. It probably peters out to relative equality, I would guess. Do I have anything better, though? I mean, is knight c5 just good? Knight c5, queen d6, knight e4. Looks very active for black. Does that even work, though? Like b4. Whoa. Knight c5, b4, knight takes d4, knight takes e4. And he just takes with the knight? Are you kidding me? That's funny variation. Then I take with the knight. And he takes with the queen, I play bishop f5. He moves his queen somewhere, and I play bishop b1. But if his queen is on, like... Oh, that's sick. If his queen is on, like, e2, he might be able to play bishop e3 at the end. This is pretty complicated. I guess I didn't make a move. This is just irritating. Who is this player? They have 26 minutes. They have 6 minutes more than they started with. Down the exchange. And they're just playing like super fast. Holy God. Rook takes e5, pawn takes e5. I probably ought to go for this. But it's going to get dangerous now. f4, bishop f4, queen f5. But that's the problem for white. I think I can just do this. Risky though. Man, this looks so strangely familiar. Is it Alyakin's game? It's the, you don't hear me? It's the, yeah, it's the skylight. That's a terrific guess. Oh my gosh. So he's threatening perpetual check, or maybe worse. I think the Alyakin game was similar to this. But it's been so long, like 15 years, 20 years since I looked at that. Can I play queen d8 and try to defend? Or is it hopeless? Better to counterattack. What if I attack c4? What if queen a5, for example? You just move the king? Man, I don't know. Bishop d4. Bishop d4. Phone man. Can equalize against phone man. That's pretty good. Black is basically offering an implicit draw here. I have queen e2 check followed by queen takes b5. Queen e2, king d8. The king hides on like c8. Bishop g5 check, f6, nothing there. I don't know about that game. So guys, one more move we're going to reveal who's who. The big reveal is coming. Skylight or no skylight? Wait, what's happening here? If bishop f5? How's your king doing? It's very strange. Very strange position. I'm going to keep it simple. Alright, we're good here. There were Princev. I don't know who's who. But I'm not a greedy guy. Alright, Robert Torma. Eat your heart out. I'm using tactics that people use to beat me today. Still no, Black's probably okay here. He's more careful than I was. I just did something stupid in my game. It's easy to do something stupid. I do it every day. Queen e2, bishop a6, particularly annoying. I know this player is pretty good, though. Queen d4, 96, for example. Nothing special. And then what do? Groveling for a draw against you-know-who. You-know-who. You know, and I know who this is. So I had the nerve. Who is this, by the way? The nerve. Try to hold a draw here. Did I miscalculate? Probably. Yes, I miscalculated? Would be very like me to do that. But it seems maybe not. Probably better just to go through with it. I'm going to be randomly guessing who's who, but I think this is James. Even though he's not in the simul, I'm still betting on James. Bob, you know it's you. You and your own troll. Astrobate wouldn't trade queens, would he? This seemed very unlike him. This is someone solid. Someone solid. The draw by repetition. I screwed up the opening, I think. Alright guys, next move. We do the big reveal. Trying to hold a draw here. Well, it's possible I should just take on d5, play for general activity. Instead of being fancy, just let him win a pawn. Rook d8, knight e4. Could make it worse. This is a really huge position for white. But I'm sure I can mess it up. And excellent position for black now. I would think pawn up. The bogus Indian. Yeah, we have a problem here. I can't do what I intended on doing. I have to just admit that a tactic doesn't work. Knight d5 takes, queen takes, bishop e2, queen c5. If bishop f1, bishop a8, but after queen c5 he has the stupid in-between move. Rook c8, then queen a7, and bishop f1, and I'm down the exchange for a pawn. But I don't really like it. Probably better not to do that and just play it safe here. Some sort of simple move. Just admit that I'm slightly worse. Whoever this is must be a very strong player. Here white started off well, but things have gone pretty rapidly downhill. Now white's in a lot of danger. Here I'm just chickening out and taking a draw. I have no idea how strong my opponent is. So we're going to do the reveal. This is no clue who this is. I think it's someone random. I don't know. I think it's just a random person. Yeah. Shockey 987. But he's pretty high rated, 2031. So we're better here. We're winning a piece. What? No, okay. This is not the correct position. That was not the correct position. Black is clearly better. Excellent game. Not looking. Alright. Nope. Not looking. I don't know who this is. I think it's like Mr. Coffee. I'm gonna say Mr. Coffee for this one. Solid player. No, it's Amoeboid. I thought this was Mr. Coffee. Alright, 0 for 2. Z. Amoeboid I can never guess. It's a totally unpredictable guy. I was gonna take on e6 here. I guess I'll stick to my plan. I'm not overly thrilled about it. Afraid I didn't press my Z key. Now this were better. Black sacked a pawn for nothing here. What appears to be nothing. I mean, I don't know who this could be. I don't know anyone that's... Look at that move order, too. Really funky move order. That's weird. I've never seen anyone do that move order. Kind of interesting, actually. Does knight g5 just win immediately? Probably this is one case where knight g5 might be strong. d5 takes knight d4. It's not that clear. This line is it's worth looking into. Very strange move order. I don't know who this is. I don't know who this is. Could be like anybody. Man, new player. I didn't even know there was a player named the Praying Mantis in the tournament, in the Simul. Alright, Z. I'm 0 for. This is a phone and a new player. This is Snake Oil Salesman. I was going to guess Snake Oil Salesman was someone else. I still suspect it could be Bob. But actually, Bob's not playing e4. Alright, we're 0 for 4. No guesses. This is someone solid. Not someone unsound. London system player. Do you guys think that this could be DK guy? Could be. I mean, I think it could be DK guy. He's playing the London because he's angry. Out of revenge. It's a yes day. Yep. That would have been a better guess. Alright. 0 for 5. No criticizing Yeste for playing the London. He's very sensitive about that. And this player went from a good position to totally dead. Total devastation. It's like Jabava on a bad day, playing white. But use of no time. I like the way white played the opening, then he castled queenside. It just doesn't seem like a good idea, but even so I like white's game. He was just a little careless. I didn't like b3, opening up his king, and it's all falling apart. Who could this possibly be? I need a list of who's in the Simul. We're going to start counting on you. Osmir just bailed. He was insulted. I said he played too fast. Alright. Who would play the opening well? I mean, I don't know. Turkey Farm is in the Simul. I don't know who this is. This is Ruslan. I'm not going to guess anybody except for Asterbait, maybe. I have like a 50% chance of guessing Asterbait. Ruslan Bear is dead now. Who plays the Fianchetto Kings Indian? Well, the English. This could be HTFP, but I suspect he's playing that English. Who else plays the Fianchetto stuff? This is DK guy? No, but it's a C4 first move. Who else plays the English? Guys. Who else plays the English amongst the regulars here on my stream? Is Aldisto in the Simul? He doesn't play the English, I'm just saying. I don't know who this is either. I have no clue. Save a dog. Oh, it's you. Well, that screws up everything. I was sure you were the other English. God damn it. So I'm 0 for 7 now. This is Asterbait, I think. But I'm not sure, because he could be the other game. Let's just bet Asterbait and hope that we're right. Yes! I always get Asterbait. That's so wrong. He's the only one. I had a 50% chance of being right on this. Asterbait trading queens. I feel like I'm playing the Albin. Someone on sound. I learned a lot from you. Who's the teacher? Who's the coach? Who's the student? I'm applying all the things I learned from someone on sound today. Albin counter gambit maneuvers. How to play the C3 Sicilian. What else? Alright, we know this is already Amoeboid. I bet it was Mr. Coffee, but I was wrong. As usual. And we've got nothing on Amoeboid. As usual. I think I'm gonna just have to let him play 94 so I can trade the dark square bishops. This again, I don't know who this is. We could take a wild guess, but I suspect it's no one that I know. It's Troll on a Roll. Troll is too unpredictable. Forget about it. He doesn't play opening, so there's no way I could guess who he was. That's impossible. This we saw, right? This was Snake Oil. Mr. Bob. Bob, when did you start? When did you start playing E4? Did we expose this player for who they really are? It's Ayeste. I better remember to turn on the Z key. Okay. Right, I should have guessed Ayeste. There's a couple guesses, pretty obvious tries that I missed today. Ayeste plays a really solid game. You played E4 last time? So this I think it's Notch Papa. He's always white in the BOGO. It's always a solid game. Little surprised here that he wouldn't take that pawn though. So it's a tactic. But he has a tactic. See, it's possible he didn't see queen takes d5, rook d8, knight e4. Queen takes d5, rook d8. He's afraid of rook takes d2, but he first hits me with knight e4 while his queen's hanging. But now his queen's hanging and I have queen a1, so actually he's right. Wow. So the pawn wasn't really hanging, but I think this is Notch Papa. Yes, 2, score. Okay. That feels better. We got 2 right. The 2 I always can guess, because they always have the same openings. But I thought you could take on d5, but you can't. So we're solid. Staying solid. Damn, can I move? I can't move because I had the board on the wrong position. Okay, this is pretty close. I forgot I had a rook on c8. Frankly, I'm freaking out. So I thought this was James. I don't know who this is. Sync them up. Sync them up. Relatively new account. Could be James or just someone who plays the same opening. Alright, I don't know, but White seems to have got the better of me here. I thought this was HTFP, so now I'm totally confused. Wasn't there somebody who played the English against me? Mr. Slowhand? Was it you? See, I borrowed this from Mr. Someone on Sound. I learned from the great. But he did this to me once. Exact same opening, Queen E5. Double exclam. Centralizing the queen. But let's go back. So I'm going to guess this is Mr. Slow. Yes! Yes! 3. That was a high level psychology behind that one. That was my proudest guess. 3. Yes. We got Mr. Slowhand. You thought James was like 1300? Well, he's not 2100, but he's not 1300 either. He has an awful solid score against me. Bob. He has an awfully solid score. He almost never loses. He's not quite Merrill Dixon, but he's close. So we got an endgame against Astrobate. This is going to be fun. And we got 3 guesses right. Well, I knew you weren't playing in the simul, but I might have forgotten at some point. Knight h5. Knight f5, g4. Definitely a move that Astrobate might come up with. I'm a little worried about my d4 pawn. We can probably secure it, though. That's probably the best way to play this. Knight's a little passive on g6, but... Okay, this is the Finnish player that's new. He's counterattacking me with f4. Wow. That's pretty aggressive. I feel like black has a good game here. There's no obvious... Well, there is an obvious plan, actually. If we just go full power. Who would play like this? A really funky... Someone random, more than likely. This is a random player. It can't be anyone we know. I just don't think so. I'm gonna just guess random. It's Stuck. Well, that's the other possibility. We haven't seen him in a while. Stuck hasn't been here for the simuls, so he kind of went off my radar. Think of excuse quickly. But Stuck would play crazy openings like this, and he likes castling queenside. But it's hard to put somebody on this opening. Really. Alright, queen b3. Gonna zoom out. This is a bad position. I was banking on a tactic last move. I cashed in my bishop to play knight takes d5 and it doesn't really work. So now I'm like slightly worse. Now this is probably someone really good, like DK guy. He's gonna be like, oh, knight f3, c4, knight f3, c4, g3. Would it fit his... I don't have a better guess than DK guy. No, it's another good player. The guy who's 2-0 against me. He's beat me at 2 previous simul games. Dr. House. This could end badly for our hero. I guess I could play e4. Self-pin. With positional disadvantage. Really, I hate myself for this game. It was all based on playing knight takes d5, the tactic that doesn't work. It's kind of like cringe-worthy miscalculation. We'll just try to hold on. Okay, did we reveal this one? I thought we did a reveal. Oh, this is HTFP. But black is much better. This one we didn't reveal. It reminds me of the game that I got swindled today. White didn't take on f4. But objectively, he should be lost. A little bit of technique, please, from us here. Should go a long way. Do I have a little bit of technique? What if we just hammer him with f3, activating his dark square bishop for him? Does that seem like a good idea to you? Unbelievable. Just trade queens. Please. He's got bishop h6 traps. Traps. Man, this guy is driving me crazy. Acerbate. Don't take my pawn, please. Leave it alone. Now f5, so we know who this is. OMG. We know what this is. The knight on c5 is a little stuck. But you're not stuck. Welcome, guys, to this Simul. Welcome to my stream. Please support the stream if you can and donate. International Master William Paschall. This week I had 1,000 bits from Mr. Slow. Baronzen Knight with 550. Agnes Karadziewski with 380. Mr. Slowhand with 7 gift subs. Bob with 2. No problem at all with 1. Thank you guys who have donated and subscribed to support the stream. It's your last chance for the week. Please do so. I think I can open the window now and breathe. I'm sweating profusely. Thunderstorm has stopped. And I'm suffocating. Please support your chess streamer. It's getting hot. Hotter and hotter in here. But Ayesta is a good player. He also played in the Blitz today. I feel like I should go for f5. It's a little risky, though. It would really, really increase the variance here if we talk in statistics terms. I want to play a4. Maybe I should just do it. a4, b4, knight d7, and come back. And then he's got to protect c4. How does he protect it? Not happy with that plan, really. So what is my best plan? f5 is sort of risky. Don't like my other plans. Strange position. I guess I have to go for it. I guess he was number 6 in the team today. Good result. Knight c3. Flash tactics with Yasser Seirawan. It just simplifies. Knight c3 takes, queen b1, bishop a3. He'll win back the exchange, but we have a really nice structure. Is there a better idea? Do you have a better idea? Not really. Whoa. Totally unexpected in-between move for my opponent here. Tween move. Did not see that coming. So this is Dr. House. This is your position when you're just losing for the third time against the same player. Not good. This is my position on drugs. Maybe we can hold on somehow. It's about the best I can ask for. Good old knight a4. Alright, black just sacked a pawn here, and I don't know what they got. Person who is driving me nuts. Did we reveal who that was? Who's left? DK guy. DK guy is out there. Now it's raining again. This is Dinekis. So I got 3 right. Who else is on the loose still? Anybody? DK guy is still out there. It's raining. I get up to close the window and it starts raining again. Okay, this guy is just too strong to play in my simuls anymore. It's like the 3rd time he's beat me. I just give up. I don't know why it's even interesting for you if it's that easy to beat me every game. It's unbelievable. It's like, how can I get crushed every single time so easily? Wow. So yes, they didn't challenge me. That's a huge concession. Now he's in trouble. I mean, he's got to be clearly worse. I thought he would take on f5. Wow, this is weird. Rook takes b1. Knight d4 check. What do I do? I can't believe it's raining again. Alright. Screw you. Clearly worse. Groveling for draw. Bowling for Dollars. One of my favorite shows when I was a little kid. Alright. This is Troll, right? Did he have rook e6? No, I can take and then seal him off with rook e8, rook e1, bishop e5. I was a little nervous he had that move. It looks like I should be able to win somehow here. Asterby, did you have a better plan there? Asterby is only 1 pawn down. I am concerned about this. I'm not sure I played this well at all. So this we didn't reveal, and we're running out of suspects, but it's a really high level move. Frighteningly strong. So we're going to need counterplay here. Maybe this is DK guy, but he wouldn't play e4. Who's in the simul? Is Muleskinner in the simul? Jim's not in the simul. Muleskinner, none of those guys who play the bishop c4. Hey, Schieberspieler. I was talking about your tournament. We got the report already. I'm sorry about the last round. But good job anyway. You probably gained maybe 10 ELO points or something. Still not a bad result. Congratulations. You should earn the FM title for sure. Strongest non-FM that I know. Alright, so this is officially bad news. We're getting mated, but I don't know who plays this. Who do we know that plays this? This has to be somebody. I don't know how I was tricked into playing this. What made me play this stupid move, bishop c5? I always play c6 here. I was sleeping when I played that, and I don't remember the Alyekin game well enough. But now I'm dead. So h4 just wins by force. Great. I think it does. Unless there's some miracle here. Back to b2. This is Stuk, and he's in a lot of trouble. Should be in a lot of trouble. Proverbial time pressure. Yeah, congrats. You definitely get FM. I don't want to criticize you for not winning the tournament, but you should win that tournament. You should beat Boguslavski with black. I mean, with white especially. Like, I could see not beating him with black maybe. But Boguslavski he's like basically the best pairing, you know, ever in the last round of a tournament. He's passive. He plays bad openings. He's old. So you wouldn't have won on tiebreak. Okay. Well, that makes a difference. Rook takes b1 check. Knight takes b1. Passive and old. That sounds familiar. Just kidding. Alright. Anyway, I think we've revealed everyone with the DK guy, pretty much. I got 3 correct this week. But anyway, we still got 6th place in the streamer battle, and Buchok played Schieberspieler, which was cool. He also didn't have a great result. I played horribly. We had all around good performance by the team. Unfortunately, there was a cheater on the Tranquilizers team that scored like 27 out of 28. He had like a 28.75 performance rating. That's just inexcusable, you know? I mean, it's like if it was some 1800 player, you could kind of like forgive somebody for letting him in the team, but if someone's 2700, you got to kind of run like a credit check, see if they're legit, you know? There's no excuse for the Tranquilizers to let that guy on their team. I mean, when someone's 2700, we're going to be like, well, who's that, you know? That's ridiculous. All right. They never should have a guy like that on their team. Blatantly cheating. I thought you liked him. I don't think Levente was even here during the event, actually. I didn't see him. He didn't play. He didn't seem to be present. No, it's just like, it's a reflection of how good our team, how correct our team is, actually. Nobody cheats on our team, ever. Alright, Troll. I'm not happy about this, but I think I ought to be able to win this somehow. He obviously endorses cheating. No, but we got to be a little more careful about who we accept on our teams. I accepted some randoms, but none of them were rated 2700, you know. That's just obviously a high percentage chance this player could be a cheater. And it's like, who is it, you know? Oh, it's just some random 2700. Alright. Like every day you just have a random 2700 on your team. You know, if a 1300 slips in and cheats, well, I mean, that's bound to happen. But there should be red flags going off in the first place when someone enters your team who's 2700. Like, well, who is that in the first place? I mean, that's really high now. So what's going on here? G4. Speaking of G4. Alright. Lots of pawns. I guess I might as well grab this nugget. We have a problem? Maybe I have to trade queens. Yeah, we'll get the pawns later. I think that was part of the equation. Astrobate. I would like to keep my king in the center here, but I'm beginning to worry that I might have to think twice about that. We'll try to stay in the center. Dangerous. Central endgame play. Man, Danikas is really annoying me here. But I think I can trade queens. Okay, we can show the games now. I mean, I don't know. Just DK guys left. I'm running out of time. So this player, the other James 2, the James system. Man, this is getting a little bit unpleasant. Looks indefensible for black. It's just indefensible. Virtually indefensible. We have to try something desperate. Sync them up. What does that mean? The undefensible. Indefensible. The unnameable horror. Wait, Levente was streaming the event? Oh, okay. I assumed he wasn't here today. He wasn't really commenting in the on Facebook and stuff. Normally he'll send some messages about the thing. I didn't see him in the chat or commenting anywhere, so I just assumed he had something else. So he was there, okay. So what's up here? Rook h3, subtle threat. I guess this is over. An original idea. Oh, that's someone on sound, and I didn't show. Makes perfect sense now. And then bishop d3, perfect. So now I understand someone on sound in that opening. I revealed him. I didn't know. We didn't reveal you. It makes sense, though. The level of play, the unbelievable, genius-like win for my opponent, just like the fairy tale script, typical someone on sound. I should have known it was him. Yeah, I don't know what came over me in the opening, though. It's really bad. I mean, I definitely maybe I need to play like knight c6 here. I don't play that variation, and my only recollection, as I said, is that ancient, you know, Alekhine game, which is really... Is this for real? You're gonna play that? You're gonna play that? How stubborn he is. It's unbelievable. Why is this rating 1472? He has the other account, right? Queen takes is bad. Rook e8, queen takes, pawn takes, king f1. No, rook e8, queen takes, pawn takes, bishop f6, king up, rook takes e7, pawn e7, king e7, king f1. Then he's going to draw the king and pawn in game, miraculously. So I have to take with the queen, and then start all over again. Trading queens. It's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. Someone on sound accidentally revealed you, but I'm getting low on time, so sorry, buddy. Your game was never coming up. Amoeboid will never lose. Stook. He did this for a while when he was watching our stream. He would defend miraculously on very low time. Looks like we're going to see that routine again. Very solid position here. Man. I think maybe rook c8. I'm kind of wishing that I had done it the other way. Yeah, someone on sound, so just a classic crushing victory. Easy win. I've been lost. Caught me in the trap. Another pawn sacrifice I don't understand. Praying Mantis. He likes sacrificing pawns. Alright. Amoeboid. Sorry I didn't play a better game there, but you know, you're playing very concrete stuff. The old Vienna game. Well, someone has said I have a feeling that's been played already. I don't think you need to relive it for nostalgia. That honestly looks like some kind of game that's been lost by about 70 other people already. Let's take away from your victory. Alright, Schieberspieler, you're still the honorary captain, even though you didn't beat Boguslavski. We're very disappointed. He's a good customer. He should be a good customer for you. But I guess it didn't matter. I mean, if you couldn't win first anyway. To sync them up, though. This is like the most horrible, devastating, crushing loss strategically I can envision for myself. It's pretty unbelievable. Very subtle. Basically perfectly executed by white. Now, apparently I beat them once before. But this is just devastating. I'm playing like a fool. I mean, the whole plan was based on a lie. The bishop h6. Just so... It's so brilliant for white. It's unbelievable. So brilliantly scripted and perfect. Kind of like the Summon on Sound game. It couldn't go any better for white. This game, like, literally. You couldn't have a better... you just couldn't have a better setup. Yeah, Boguslavski, he's not that horrible. He can play really, really badly, though. It looks too late for this. We should have some sort of crushing victory here. It's unbelievable. I mean, where is the crushing win? Please, God, let this end. I guess King h7. I don't know. It's unbelievable. Man, I don't know. My score against Notch Papa is even. They're almost all simul games. I just cannot beat this guy. The rooking game is unpleasant. I don't really want a rooking game. But I don't know what else to do. Finally, there's a win. It's kind of cute. Knight b3 check. Cute. Alright. We had a lot of free games this week. And Acerbate found a kind of dangerous plan there. I'm not a happy camper. There is f4 check, though. How about h5, knight f7, h4? e6 check. King takes. Knight h8, rook h8, rook e1 check. And his bishop's not trapped. I guess this rook isn't being used, but knight f7 is going to be a threat. I might as well just play king e7. That's a problem too. Oh my god. Aspie, what was your score today? H5. Aspirate an amazing score. Wow, Coach Man, you're bringing up EMF. That's unbelievable. Because I just keep saying unbelievable over and over again. I'm about as repetitive as that song. Good reference, Coach Ah. Good choice of thing to say. How about F4? Ooh. I don't know. Amoeboid also almost unbeatable. Not quite as bad as Narj Papa, but almost. This is sick. There goes what happened. Goes another rubber tree plant. Not yet, but soon. Well, I guess a rook to the c file might be nice. Try to hang on. Coach Asterby did a great job. Yeah, 1900 performance. Here comes the mate. I don't know. My God. Where he keeps coming up with this stuff to stay alive. The impenetrable fortress. Well, that's subtle. Okay. All right. You're not making this difficult. I have to do it. Usually I hang pieces at the last minute. So I'm just hanging everything. Again, sync them up. What does that mean, sync them up? I wonder what that's in reference to. What do you sync them up? Credible defender. Ayeste. My time just keeps ticking. Knight c6. I don't know, man. Stuk, you're doing that again where you become like unbeatable when you have 1 minute left. It looks like he has a really horrible position, but then all of a sudden it's just out of the blue. Like playing a GM. No matter how horrible looking his position was previously. It's been a while since we've seen this routine. Groveling. Okay, this is just lost. And defense again. And attack. He's gonna come up with something out of nowhere. Doing that thing again. What is this? Whoa. Wow. I don't like that move. Masturbate. Took time out. Took a timeout. He has time for a timeout. That's unfortunate. That he would have time for a timeout. Oh my god. How can I not be winning here? He's used no time for the whole simul. It's just like when I played against the you know who Bob was referencing earlier. We get a pawn. A whole pawn. Masturbate. You almost had me here in some bad trouble. Maybe you still do. I'm definitely not thrilled about that counterplay you got going on. Queen g5. Winning a pawn. Oh, you take with check. You can't do both. Torture. Right, you have that move. Oh, that's good. That's good. Very convenient. And now what? Perfect. Giving white that little bit of counterplay he needs. Perfect. It's almost impossible to win here. Offering a draw. I am a tiny bit better now, and I don't think I have any losing chances. Here I have losing chances. A lot. Hopeless. The hopeless or the mopeless. Close. Masturbate was a little quicker there. He might have had something very serious. This guy's unbelievable. I've never seen anyone who can save or continue to play on in such a difficult position so quickly. He's constantly with threats. I would be discouraged if I was in like Dinakis' position, but he just keeps playing like totally optimistically. It's hard. Alright, another pawn. Creative. Very interesting play. It's like indefensible no matter what I do. Perfect technique, but he's down to 2 minutes. So maybe there's a chance. It doesn't look good. I can take on a7. Double his pawns at least. This I will take draw, because unlike the game with, I'd rather have the good knight versus bad bishop. Save Dog's seriously in trouble. Now Astrobate has his way with this e6 thing. Kind of harassment, I would say. Can I play like knight e3? Man, I thought I had you under control here, and you're still bothering me. I guess I can play like rook h6. That's awkward. Probably doesn't hurt though. Famous last words. This won't hurt. I don't know, how do I win this? It may not be possible. It's unbelievable. I'm up clear pawn. There ought to be a way to do it though. Eventually. What's up with rook e1? Rook e2? What's that? A one move cheapo. Nice. Job. Of course. Trapping your own queen. You played a one move cheapo to trap your own queen, Stook? Dude, that's so sick. That's really funny, actually. Alright, F what? F you. F4? I don't believe it. What? Save a dog. Kill a pawn. Alright, no need to be fancy here. We're up too much material for that. I'm serious. I'm forced to close it up now. How many games did I lose so far? What's Astrobate doing there? Going after my nugget. Alright, Astrobate, man, you're driving me crazy here, dude. You gotta leave me alone. How am I gonna get rid of him? It's unbelievable. What is my knight doing on a5? Did Mr. Slowhand just like blunder? F3? Was this a calculated tactic? That's pretty crazy. I keep thinking like HTFP is Mr. Slow for some reason. Yet another good move. You're bugging me, kid. Get out of there. Oh my god, dude. How do I make progress here? Progress. In the name of progress. Jeez. Louise, what do I do with you? He's like a positional genius. Seriously. Well, this is not tactics we're talking about here. I don't know what to do. It's unbelievable. Something's got to be done. This is really, really getting disturbing. Dude, how strong is this player? It's like playing God, but stronger. Why don't I just resign this? This is not even interesting. It's a waste of my time. It's like I'm being toyed with. Oh my god, I thought that was a rook on e8. I'm not kidding. I don't even believe it. I thought I had a rook on e8. Okay, where's the next trick? I'm up a clear exchange. So hot. Speaking of the next trick, check this out. 1400 wheels rook takes a2 on me. Wielding rook a2. Interesting. Quite a move to come up with. It's quite an interesting move. Not bad for 1400. Not really bad. Now things start to get interesting. All hell breaking loose. Bob, I don't understand why you would post something like that on my stream. I mean, even a joke. Like you couldn't find a way to fit that into the agenda, so. How does that fit with the stream again? Because I'm not really getting it. Like, we don't have to delete it, but I mean, I just don't understand, like, what it had to do with anything. It's like all Bob can think about. We'll just randomly link random made up Esserman links for no reason. Just because you wanted to. Alright. So suddenly I'm getting confused, you know, in this like winning position. Save a dog with his 41 seconds and everything. He's always got the 41 seconds. Bob, what did I tell you about my simuls? Don't do that now. You have... Alright, bishop c3 I was thinking. But Ashbate's got crazy time. Don't misbehave during simul time. That I would believe. Everything would then make sense. But check him out. I don't believe it. Alright, whatever. Save a dog with the random 41-second moves. Yeah, Karpov was specialist. Car dealerships. In Russia. Stamp collecting and car dealerships. Astrobate, I'm really freaking confused here. Please don't do this now. How can you make the position so confusing all the time? But this guy, I love this guy too. You gotta love this guy. Now the 1400 is gonna hold the lost ending. I think I'm only playing against Amoeboid. And you found the diagonal. I mean a file, whatever they're called. You found the file. Isn't that cute? Perfect timing too. Find the file there, Amoeboid. He's unbeatable. So, the end game. Did you see the tactic this guy got on me with that? Oh my god, I'm gonna hang mate in one. Oh my god. Praying Mantis. He may not really be 1400. That's a bit of a problem. Pseudo 1400 can be deceptive. God damn it, Astrobate. Can you attempt to make the position any more complicated than it is? How can you even do that? Save a dog using no time is going to save the most lost position I've ever seen. Holy crap. Alright. What's up? Gotta be really careful with the Este. We're up material here of large assortment. The London needs to be unbanned. Why? Dude, don't talk about that. That's not funny, man. I'm trying to play a simul here, and you're talking about unbanning the London. What is this guy's real rating? Oh, he's 971, and he plays tactics like bishop rook takes a2 or whatever. Wow. Of course. Wait, what? Are you kidding me? So it's unwinnable? My position is unwinnable? Is that what you're telling me? I thought there was going to be something worse there. Unwinnable. Is that a word? It's not clear if it's a word or not. And this should be fun. Favorite kind of rook endgame. Wait, what? Wait, what? What? What was played? Wow. Queen b4. Squeezy. Damn it, that's unbelievable. I don't think so. Not today. Acerbate, the master of complications. He actually used all his time to go smoke a cigarette. Please don't let me screw this up. I have no plan. Alright, what's up? Eventually, he's threatening a fork again. It's unbelievable. So what happened here? I don't know. But I believe f4 should not be allowed. a3 check. Can't be a bad move, but I was thinking of taking here first. Just now. Finally, like queen f2. What? You're kidding me. That's unbelievable. With seconds left, he found this resource to save the game. But this is just a loss, dude. It's like I'm being toyed with. There's no way I can survive this. And his bishop is trapped in there. This is ridiculous. The moves they find with no time left. Can I ever bring one of my pieces back to like defend something? Yes. Unbelievable. It's really a waste of time to continue that game against House. I'm lost there. Masturbate's like unreal. But eventually it's gotta stop, dude. This is a 900 playing black, supposedly. I'm sure. I guess I'm winning. But it's very technical. But I'm not believing you're 900. I'm finding tactics like rook takes a2. And playing that fast. I'm just going to resign this. This is a waste of time. No, I can't go there either. I gotta be able to make progress here somehow. The defensive skill is almost impossible that you see here. For my thought was a clearly worse position. Now he's better. I can't even make a move hardly in time. Amiiboid's unbeatable. Even against Astrobate, I don't think I can win. Maybe I have a move there. But I wish Stu could just give it up. I can't play d3. Screw it. He's gonna win the exchange. Asper, you're not allowed to have a draw. You know better than that. That's not allowed by the rules. Trone Roll is going to play the endgame like a grandmaster. I'm outplayed here in a winning position in this game. Oh my god. It's like playing a GM in this game. But I like how this is set as an 800 or 900. It's just unbelievable. Stoke should resign. Just making it hard. This has no point. He's unbeatable. It's not even funny anymore. A 900 in the end game. Rook takes, king f5, king d6, king f6, king c5, king f7, king b5, king g7, king c4, f5, b5, f6, b4, f7, b3, f7. Okay. Just ridiculous. Played like a grandmaster in time pressure. Completely outplay me from a lost position. It's unbelievable. That's insane. And Stuka's going to defend like the greatest player in history of chess now. Save a lost position using no time. They use no time to make their moves. Control and roll is grandmaster. I'll probably get mated in the middle of the board. To draw a down upon ending. Against an IM when you're like 1500. That happens every day. Bob, the important thing is that you focus on the important things. Thanks for distracting me. I'm glad you're here to distract me. I really need someone here to distract me during my stream. I don't understand this guy. How are you 1400 and you play the endgame like you're 971 in blitz? Okay. That's a little hard to believe. You got to take it to another level. That's not going to work. An interesting concept. Opposition. Not really fun, House. Maybe for you. But I threw away the whole game basing the tactic on knight takes d5. Throwing away a perfectly equal position with bishop takes f6 for no reason. Thinking that I can play knight takes d5. But I end up down a pawn in exchange. Exchanged with a pawn. Just lost. I mean, I kind of threw away my entire game on one move. It was equal, but then I'm lost in one move. But I don't understand how anybody can play the black side of that Grunfeld with the tempo down. It should be like horrible for black. I know there's a few people that have done it. That's the second time recently I failed to get a big advantage in that. It should be something very seriously wrong. Trying to play a sharp line in the reverse Grunfeld shouldn't work. It should be very bad. It's funny that I lost the tournament game with an almost completely winning position years ago. The one time someone played it against me, totally winning position, and I lost that too. Alright. I think it's over, but there's some tricks. Praying Mantis, it's hard to believe you're 954 in bullet. and so cagey and tough. "14 wins, well, sort of. We had some dropouts. I don't know what to do about those guys. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Unless my stream is foreclosed on. We need your support, guys. I think Troll malfunctioned. Or something happened, like he malfunctioned when I played b5. Program malfunction. Now the last trap. It doesn't really matter. Praying Mantis extended the game, but I'm impressed with how quick he can play. The only chances for his rating level is pretty impressive. Budget guy subscribe. Yes. We got 1 sub today. There it is. 1 sub. The overall score is 14 wins, 4 draws, 4 losses. Troll just totally malfunctioned. Very strange. Now 2 pawns down is too much. My b5 just made him into a crazy robot or something. Alright, Budget Man has synced them up. Well, I got absolutely demolished in that game because I allowed you to play d5. It's so horrible strategically. But I never thought it could happen, you know. My bishop's on g7, your bishop's on b2. You have a slightly worse position strategically, and the worst thing in the world I could ever do would be let you play bishop h6 and let you play d5. It's comprehensible. Okay, so now Troll is going to try to draw this 2 pawns down. But I think it's a different story. Eventually, something bad has to happen. We've got a knight and a passed pawn. That's clear, finally. A couple games left. We're down to our last 3. Whew, alright. This should be a win. We got good king position. Enough pawns left on the board. That's a win as well. We just sack our queen. Take his pawn and queen the other. There's other ways to do it, but I mean, simple. Alright, last game? What? Someone else resigned? Troll resigned. Stook is the last one left. But this pawn is running. It's a runner. Runner, runner, pawn. Alright, we got him. Right where we want him. No, nobody's going anywhere. Come out with your hands up. But Stook put up incredible resistance. I think he could have resigned a little earlier to reduce my stress level. Someone on sound winning like Alyakin's opponent almost did. That looked very familiar. Back to Sparkle Horse Simul, but I learned from someone on sound. I don't understand what happened in my game against HTFP. HTFP, final score 17 wins, 4 draws, 4 losses, but I thought that game was tense. What did Save Dog do? He like lost on time? Or he just resigned? Why did you resign? Were you totally lost? I didn't think it was that clear. But he felt it was. Okay. Well, I mean, in time pressure, yeah, I guess it's lost. Slightly premature resignation, plus 2.7 for black. It's unusual I get a resignation so early there. I thought king f2, there's still a little bit of practical chance left, and it's uncharacteristic of HTFP to give up too early. So that, I guess, was a winning position, though. I almost let it slip with that trick. So we lost to house. We lost Sync 'em Up. I don't know why Snake Oil resigned. We lost, who else? I was happy to manage to beat Mr. Slowhand in that C3 Sicilian. Asterbate, this is unbelievable, dude. We lost to someone on sound. I don't know who the fourth was. The threefold repetition in the Banco? Oh. Well, I just didn't know what to do. You know, he's starting check on a5, and I didn't like the other moves. I didn't like knight d2, so what am I going to do, you know? I felt that I had done something wrong. But there may be some crazy way to play that. Asterbate gets a draw. He's lost, but I was freaking out. He was lost, but I was freaking out. I had a lot of time pressure. And I allowed a threefold repetition. I didn't see a clear move. Like everywhere I go, rook f6 is a fork, rook h8 is a fork, there's a fork. I didn't want to take his bad bishop. You know, I mean, objectively, I would have won this if I had more time. But I accidentally blundered a threefold repetition. My first draw ever with Asterbate after... It's unbelievable. 172 games, and that's the first game that we ever had a draw. He had a slight disadvantage at the end, but I was in a bit of time pressure. Yeah. 173 games. So not only did he score 28 points in the... Not only did he score 28 points in the team battle, 1 point less than me, he scored a threefold repetition. He probably didn't want to draw, but it was like an automatic threefold repetition. How does that work? It automatically scores it, or you have to claim it? Now I don't even remember. 100 bits in honor of Asterbate's half point. HTFP, we got 200 bit donation from HTFP today. He's beaten me a couple times, some of them rather sleazy, but this was a really, really well-deserved draw. If one person has set the auto-claim, it was auto-claim. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I have it set or not. It's a good question. You set your thingy to take the rep draw. Oh, I thought you would be against that. I actually swear I think I thought about it, and I said, oh, Asterbate will never take the threefold. I swear, I went through my mind, like, oh, I think that's a threefold rep. But it's okay, because he'll never take a draw. And it automatically gave him a draw. But I couldn't find king c7. I don't know why, I just didn't see this idea. Well, it's going away from my e6 pawn, and I was a little worried about it. I mean, I'm up 2 pawns here, but it's not that easy because his pieces are pretty well coordinated, and they're very active. The knights are very active. So I have to go here to c7. But it's like a really awkward position. I mean, my only threat, I guess, is to play knight takes a4. It's really weird. Like, he can play rook a2. And Engine's like, okay, king b7 or something. Like, okay, that's my best move. Weird. Lichess let me flag in a bishop versus bishop game. What do you mean, bishop versus bishop? Oh, yeah, that's Magnus Carlsen, right? Like on ICC, that wouldn't be allowed. It would be an auto draw. That's Carlsen versus Ferrugia, right? I mean, is that the kind of thing that happened to Carlsen Ferrugia? Yeah, I mean, it's totally stupid rule. But anyway, guys, thanks for playing in the Simul. Thanks for the bit donation from HTFP and the subscription we got from Sync Them Up. It's been kind of slow lately, guys, so appreciate your support. We're going to be back tomorrow morning at it with Blitz and Rapid Chess at 11 a.m. CEST. Thanks, everybody, for playing. It's late, so I'm going to get out of here. And I know my hair looks good. Got to get a haircut. All right, Stook, thanks for playing. Thank you guys for viewing. But you haven't played in a long time. You were the last game going, Stook, so that's pretty good. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks from the Ponda. Thanks, guys. See you later. Have a great night, and we'll see you Monday morning, 11 a.m. CEST. Okay? Bye-bye.